By the end of this video, you're going to understand what Amazon private label is and why most sellers fail. For context, I run a multiple six-figure Amazon brand business with one product, and that's what pays for all of our bills. So why Amazon? Amazon is where people are going to buy boring, everyday utilitarian products. You don't have to create demand. You don't have to have something super innovative or a new invention. One boring product here can legitimately be your entire strategy to get started. Amazon also handles all of the fulfillment and logistics. So you really just need to focus on picking your right product and building it, and then let Amazon handle most of the rest of it. So it makes it a very easy model to get started. I want to just clarify what Amazon private label actually is. So it is actually the product. That is going to be the thing that you own. You're not going to be subject to other people's listings, other people's margins, other people's pricing, right? That is more like an Amazon FBA and a flipping model where you're just jumping on a listing that exists. You're selling a product that you bought at retail or online, and you don't control the marketing or the differentiation or the price point, or at the end of the day, even how much money you take home. Private label is different. You're going to pick a product that has demand. You're going to start it and build it from the ground up. Make sure that the margins are solid. Make sure that your product is differentiated and high quality. And then you're going to launch that into the marketplace as a brand new product. And over time, as you build up traction, that product gathers good reviews, you're going to be able to sell that product the way that you want and for a long period of time. It actually ends up building you an income asset that you can just continue to sell with very little change and very little innovation over time, that you do not constantly have to reinvent the wheel. Amazon is the channel that you should start with, that I would recommend that a beginner starts with, but it is not the thing. The thing that we're going to be building is the physical product. And that product, you can later launch it on TikTok, you can launch it on Walmart, you can build your own Shopify. There's a lot of options once you own a product and have a physical product business. But Amazon is the easiest place to get started because they can handle all of the logistics and have a huge consumer base ready to buy your product already. Let's talk about the 3 failure modes that I see for new sellers starting a private label brand on Amazon. The first main failure mode is they pick a bad product. Product selection is the most important piece. If your product does not have validated demand, it is not a stable product, it is a trend product, etc., we're going to walk and run away from those ideas. We need to pick something that has good product demand, that's validated, that's stable, and that you pick a product from a supplier that is a high quality product that is not going to cause you problems on the back end with bad reviews or people complaining or lots of returns, right? All of those things are going to be the kiss of death. The second main problem that I see new sellers making is picking the wrong margin. We need to start off with a really strong margin so that we have room to run a sale during Prime Day, or that we have room to cover returns or Amazon fees or tariffs and all of these things. We need to take all of this into account when we're picking a margin and building a nice strong one. The third main failure mode that I see is sequencing in the wrong order. So when a new seller starts trying to do too much, trying to do advanced strategies, trying to build 3 products before they've got one solid one, these are things that are a kiss of death for a new Amazon seller. Let's talk about what Amazon private label is not. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not passive income. I've tried those things. They do not work, or they did not work for me. Maybe they work for you, and if so, don't watch my video. Go do what you're doing. But if those things haven't worked for you, this is a slow, steady, momentum building exercise where you can actually build something that is real and can be sustainable over a long period of time. But while you're building this, you're doing the work. And let me be clear, you can do all of this, right? You do not need someone to do this for you. But as you grow, the work type and thing is going to change, and so isn't the cadence. For the long haul, you will be managing this product, you will be managing a business, you'll be ordering inventory, working with suppliers, and potentially managing agencies. I will be making videos about all those things, but you will actually still have to do that. But you'll be building an asset. At the end of the day, you do this, you build a product business, you build it really well, you have demand, you have good products in your library, you actually have an asset you can go and sell. So the fastest way that Amazon private label sellers fail. They chase trends. That's not where stability is. They start with bad math from the beginning and build products with margins that are never going to work. Or they pick a niche that's either too small to get good sales or way too big to differentiate in. The fastest way that new private label sellers fail on Amazon, they pick a trendy niche. Trends do not equal stability. They pick a niche that's either too small for them to have good product velocity or too large for them to have differentiation, or they pick a bad margin from the beginning. Margin is the most important thing. Making sure that you have a good margin that you'll be able to operate your business in is critical. If all of this sounds interesting to you and I haven't scared you away yet, I'm going to show you in the next videos how to start your own private label brand in the right order, the order that actually works. So follow along and I will take you through it all.